Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Be Perfectly Blended. If you've been here before, thanks so much for coming back. And if this is your first time, thanks so much for clicking on. In today's video, I've got a lot of little chores to do around my house to get my house clean and ready as we are going out of town for our last little hurrah of the summer. We're going up to the mountains for Labor Day weekend. But I'm going to start here by lighting some candles and kind of setting the mood here and starting breakfast. I'm going to use some of these croissants here that I got in my last haul from Costco when we went and shopped at Costco. So go back and watch that if you haven't seen that. But I'm going to go ahead and make some breakfast sandwiches for my family before I start the rest of my day. I start by taking the croissant and slicing it in half, and then I just add a little bit of butter to my skillet and toast the croissant. I do toast the front and the back, and then I put the croissant to the side. Then I go ahead and crack an egg and make the egg over hard, so I do crack the yolk and all that. I just add salt and pepper when I fry my egg, and then I happen to have the turkey sausage that is already cooked, the turkey breakfast sausage, so that was perfect. So I just sliced those in half, warm those up here in the skillet, and then I just combined it all together and add a little cheese on top to melt it and help kind of stick everything together. And yeah, there we have our easy, yummy croissant breakfast sandwich. I only had shredded cheese on hand at this time, so that's what I used, and it worked out great. Here's a sandwich that my son had, and then I also had a sandwich as well, and my youngest opted for cereal. So that breakfast sandwich was really, really good, and this is what the kitchen is looking like. It's not horrible, but I do need to go ahead and clean up from breakfast. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we are getting ready to go out of town up to the mountains. We are leaving on the Friday and coming back on the Tuesday, so we will be able to avoid the holiday traffic, which will be great. So I just need to get my house together here best I can before we get ready to leave. So my kitchen, like you can see, is not too bad, so I'm just giving everything a wipe down. But what I will need to do are the floors. The floors are pretty bad, so I will go ahead and do those once I get all the countertops wiped off. And just like that, the dishes are put away. Don't we wish it was like that in real life? Anyways, here I am. I'm just going to fill the sink up with some warm water, some Dawn dish soap, and a splash of bleach. And yeah, hi. Whoa. I didn't even see the knife there. For some reason, I put everything else away but that. Anyway, so I did have dishes in the sink. I went ahead and put them on the other side to soak. And so while those dishes are soaking, I'm going to go ahead and clean the kitchen floor. For those who don't know, we keep our recycle up here on our ledge, and then my oldest son will take it out to the recycle bin on the side of the house. I did just wipe down, well, I wiped down my microwave earlier as you saw, but I did just wipe down my dishwasher, but I apparently didn't push record. So now I am over here wiping down my fridge real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and move on with sweeping. Now that all the crumbs are swept up, I do have linoleum kitchen floors, and I am old school, so I do use Mop and Glow. And here I'm just squirting it on the floor, getting on my hands and knees. I do have my rag or my towel, paper towel, slightly damp. And then I just squirt and rub, wax on, wax off is what I do in my head. and just on my hands and knees here and just move my way back till I'm all the way out of the kitchen. But yeah, just squirt and wipe, work my way out. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you know what movie I was referencing when I said the line, wax on, wax off. What movie that line comes from. Anyways, I do enjoy wiping or cleaning or mopping my floor like this on my hands and knees. But I do got to say that I probably will go ahead and get the Swiffer, which I've used in my cleaning videos of our trips to the cabin. So go ahead and look at those if you haven't watched those. But I really do enjoy that Swiffer with the disposable pads. So eventually I'll probably work my way up to that. Anyways, now that my floor is nice and dry, I'm going to put everything back where it needs to be. Now that the kitchen is nice and clean, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the living room. It's not too bad, but I need to start by picking up and putting a few things away and getting it straightened up. Now I'm just going to go ahead and wipe down everything that's glass. I'm going to start with my TV here and give it a nice wipe down, and then I'll move on to my picture frame over here and eventually making my way to my big back window. These last few days of summer here where I live have really been hot. Actually, I've really enjoyed it, but it's been really warm comparatively speaking. So I've kept this box fan out and probably will keep it out for the next week or two. Now I've moved on to these frames that are above my couch, and I'm actually stepping around my dog who is still sleeping on the couch. Oh, wait. Now I'm just moving on to all my wood surfaces, starting with my coffee table and just giving them all a good wipe down and just dusting off my little knickknacks over here. I'm going to get ready to decorate for fall here pretty soon, feeling the vibes. Now I'm moving on to dinner. These are onions from my son's garden. I thought that was really cool. Anyways, I did use some for chili and fajitas, but tonight I am just making taco meat because it is going to kind of be whatever anyone wants. They want taco, burrito, taco salad, something easy. So now moving on to the sink, I am using Comet just to get out all the scuff marks and things like that. Freshen up the sink real quick before I go ahead and wash my dishes. These dishes have been here in the sink for a while soaking, so I'm just giving them a nice scrub and then placing them into the other side of the sink where I already cleaned it with the Comet. And then once I give all the dishes a good little scrub down, then I'll just rinse them off and put them over in the rack to dry. Now I am moving on to folding my laundry. I actually had to mute it. You could hear my dog breathing. As I mentioned, it's very hot, but she's also been following me around the house for whatever reason. So anyways, then if you hear music in the background during this voiceover, it is because my neighbor is out washing his car and he is having too much fun. So that's awesome. Anyways, and also I learned my lesson in filming. You'll see that my phone keeps going. It'll dim dim down and then come back up, dim down and come back up. And I think it's because I had this other vlog I was just listening to in the background, and I think my phone was trying to adjust to that light. So anytime it dims down, it will brighten back up. But anyways, here I am just trying to get all this laundry folded so that I could get ready to put it away. Let me know in the comments what's your least favorite part of doing laundry. Not that there's like, ooh, just a part we love, but your least favorite part. For me, I think it's actually switching the laundry from the washer to the dryer. I actually had 3 loads of laundry here. The towels, I had a load of laundry, 3 loads of laundry, but a load of towels that I actually hung out to dry, and then I just grabbed those and put them in the laundry basket when I was going down and grabbing more clothes. So I do have 1 load of towels, a load of whites, and a load of darks. So getting a lot of laundry folded here. As summer is coming to an end, leave a comment down below and let me know, are the kids in your area back in school? Do they go back in August or September? Ours go back 2 days after the holiday weekend. So as I mentioned, I am getting my home ready so that we can shoot out of town one more time before school starts back up. Anyways, here's my laundry, and now it's all put away. My dog's still hanging out with me. Thank you so much for coming along with me today as I get my home ready to go out of town. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in the next one.